Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Basu Ghosh Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. We are so grateful and happy to have you with us.
Thank you.
Prabhuji, uh, I would like to give a small introduction about yourself, if you
Sure.
allow, and then you can just uh, enlighten us. So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So, it's our pleasure that we have His Grace Basu Ghosh Prabhu with us. Prabhuji is a senior leader of International Society for Krishna Consciousness and a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. He is from Chicago, United States of America. He came into contact of ISKCON devotees in the year 1973 and he joined ISKCON in Chicago. Then he came to India following the instructions of Srila Prabhupada, and then he stayed in ISKCON Hyderabad, and then in ISKCON Surat and Ahmedabad. And then later he settled into ISKCON Baroda. He is president of ISKCON Baroda Temple, and he is general secretary of ISKCON India Governing Bureau. He is ex-chairman of ISKCON Bharat Advisory Committee. He is member of Mayapur Executive Board and ISKCON Puri Project. He is regional secretary of ISKCON Gujarat and Ujjain, and he is involved in ISKCON Daiva Varnashram Ministry for India. He is very deeply attached to Vedic culture, and because of his love for Vedic culture, he learned Sanskrit language so nicely that he can freely converse in Sanskrit. He is famous for his classes on Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, relevance of spirituality in modern world. He's an eloquent speaker and can converse in English, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Hindi. We are very fortunate to have him with us today. So please join me in welcoming Prabhu. And we are very fortunate to have Prabhu's association. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for taking out time from your busy schedule and giving us your time. We are so happy. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. What I thought, if you don't mind, because the topic is the glories of the holy name.
Yes, Prabhu.
So can I read Harinam Chintamani?
Yes, Prabhu. Perfectly fine.
Okay. So we'll go over some of as much as we can. I mean, there are 15 chapters, so I won't be able to do the whole thing. But
Yes.
Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote this. So it begins with Sri Godruma Chandraya Namaha. Gadai Gauranga Jaya Janava Jivana Sita Dvaita Jaya Srivasadi Bhakta Gana. Glories to Gaur Gadadhar and the life of Janava Nityananda Prabhu. Glories to the husband of Sita, Advaita Acharya, to Srivas and all the devotees. That's the first verse. Lavana Jaladhi Tire Nilachale Sri Mandire Daru Brahma Purusha Pradhana Jive Nistarita Hari Archa Rupe Avatari Bhoga Moksha Karena Pradhan. On the shore of the saltwater ocean, in a beautiful temple in Nilachala, the Supreme Person descended in the form of a wooden deity, Daru Brahma, in order to deliver the jivas. He bestows material enjoyment and liberation. Say Dhame Sri Chaitanya, Manave Karite Dhanya, Sannyasi Rupe Te Bhagavan, Kalite Ye Yuga Dharma, Bujaite Thar Marma, Kashi Mishra Gare Adhisthana. In this Dham, Jagannath Puri, the Supreme Lord Sri Chaitanya appeared in the form of a sannyasi in order to bless humanity and to teach the Yuga Dharma of the Kali age while residing in the home of Kashi Mishra. So that's number 3 over. Now number 4. Nija Bhakta Vrinde Loy, Nija Kalpa Taru Hoye, Krishna Prema Dena Sarva Jane, Nana Matte Bhakti Mukhe Bhakti Katha Shuni Sukhe, Jiva Shiksha Dena Suyatane. Along with his intimate associates, he became like a wish-fulfilling tree and gave everyone Krishna Prem. He happily listened to the topics about bhakti from the mouths of various devotees and taught this to the jivas with great care. Ek din Bhagavan Samudre Kodiya Snan, Shri Siddha Bakule Haridase, Mili Anandita Mane, Jijñāshila Sajatane, Kisi Jiva Tar Anayase. One day after bathing in the ocean, the Lord met Haridas at Sri Siddha Bakul. Feeling great bliss, he asked sincerely, how can the jivas be easily delivered? Prabhur Charana Dhari Aneka Vinay Kori, Galad Ashru Pulaka Sharir, Haridas Mahashai Kandite Kai, Prabhu Tava Lila Sugam Gabhira. Grasping the Lord's feet with great humility, with moist eyes and the hairs of his body standing on end, the broad-hearted Haridas continuously wept, saying, O Prabhu, your pastimes are extremely deep. Ami ati akinchan, nahi mor vidya dhan, tava pada amara sambhal. E hena ayogya jane, prashna kori akarane, bala Prabhu habe kiba fal. I am most destitute. I do not possess a wealth of knowledge. Your feet are my only treasure. Tell me, O Prabhu, if you ask this question to such an unfit person, what will be the result? To me, Krishna Swayam Prabho, Jiva Udarite Vibho, Navadvipa Dhame Avatar, Kripa Kori Ranga Pai, Rakha More Gora Harai, Tabe Chitta Prafula Amar. O Prabhu, you are directly Krishna himself. O Great One, in order to deliver the jivas, you have descended to Navadvip. Please be merciful, please be kind. O Gorarai, kindly protect me. Make my heart blossom with bliss. Tomar Ananta Nam, Tavananta Gunagram, Tava Rupa Sukhera Sagar, Ananta Tomar Lila, Kripa Kori Prakashila, Tai Aswadhaye E Pamar. Your names are unlimited, your many qualities are boundless, your form is an ocean of bliss, your pastimes are endless. Please show your mercy and allow this wretch to relish them. 1 minute. Nine are over. Number 10. Chinmay Bhaskar Tumi, Kiran Khana Ami, Tumi Prabhu Ami Nitya Das, Charana Piyusha Tava Mama Sukha Sus Vaibhava, Tava Namamrite Mora Ash. You are the transcendental sun, and I am but a particle of light. You are the master, and I am an eternal servant. The nectar of your feet is my blissful wealth. I only desire the nectar of your names. 11. E Mata Adhamami, Ki Balite Jani Swami, Tabu Agya Koriba Palan, Ya Balabe Mor Mukhe, Tomar Baliba Suke, Dosha Guna Na Kori Ganan. Thus I am very fallen. How will I know what to say, O Master? Still I must accept your order. Whatever words you speak through my mouth, I will happily tell you. I will not consider their faults or virtues. 12. Ek matra ichamai Krishna Sarveshwar, Nitya Shakti Yoge Krishna Vibhu Paratpar. Krishna is the sole controller of everything, possessing independent desires. With his eternal potencies, Krishna is supremely infinite. 13. Krishna Shakti Krishna Hoite Na Hoya Swatantra, Jai Shakti Se Krishna Kahe Veda Mantra. Krishna's potencies are never independent from Krishna. Those potencies and Krishna are identical. The mantras of the Vedas explain this. 14. Krishna Vibhu Shakti Tar Vaibhava Swarup, Ananta Vaibhave Krishna, Hoya Ekarup. Krishna is infinite and his potencies are his manifestations. His manifestations are unlimited and Krishna is one. 15. Shaktir Prakash Jaise Tha Vaibhav, Vibhura Vaibhav, Matra Hai Anubhav. These potencies display his manifestations, and the manifestations of the Absolute enable one to perceive him. 16. Vaibhava Trividha Tava, Gauranga Sundar, Chit Achit Jivatin, Shastrara Gochara. O Gauranga Sundara, you have three kinds of manifestations. The Shastra says that these three are Chit, Achit, and Jiva. 17. Ananta Vaikunta Adi Jata Krishna Dham, Govinda Shri Krishna Hari, Adi Jata Nam. Krishna's abodes start with the unlimited Vaikunta planets. His names begin with Govinda, Shri Krishna, and Hari. 18. Dvibhuja Murlidhar, Adi Jata Rup, Bhaktananda Prada Adi Guna Aparup. His forms begin with two-armed Murlidhar, playing the flute. Actually, it's Murlidhara is one who holds the flute, not playing the flute. Sorry. His excuse me. His wonderful qualities begin with his bestowing bliss to his devotees. Let me just grab some water here. 19. Can you all hear? Is it okay?
Yes, Prabhu. Perfectly fine. Yes.
Vraje Rasa Leela Navadvipe Sankirtan, E Rupe Krishna Leela Vichitra Ganan. In Vraja there is the Ras Leela, and in Navadvip there is Sankirtan. Such activities are considered to be Krishna's amazing Leela. E Samasta Chit Vaibhav, Aprakrita Hoy, Asiyao E Prapanche, Prapanchika Noi. All of these spiritual manifestations are transcendental. Even though they may manifest within this material world, they are not material. 21. Chid Vyapar Samudai Vishnu Tattvasar Vishnu Pada Bali Vede Gai Bar Bar. All these are essentially Vishnu Tattva. The Vedas refer to them as Vishnu Pada again and again. 22. Nehi tahe jada dharma mayara vikar jadatita Vishnu Tattva Shuddha Sattvasar. These spiritual manifestations are not of the nature of matter, which is transformed by Maya. Vishnu Tattva is beyond matter and essentially situated in Shuddha Sattva, pure goodness. 23. Shuddha Sattva Rajastamo Gandha Virahita Rajastamo Mishra Mishra Sattva Suvidita. Shuddha Sattva is devoid of even a scent of the modes of passion or ignorance. When goodness is mixed with passion or ignorance, it is Mishra Sattva, mixed goodness. Govinda Vaikunta Nath Karanoda Shai Garbhoda Shai are Krishna Sindhu Shai. Kshira Sindhu Shai, excuse me. Govinda is Vaikuntanath, Karanodakshai, Garbhodakshai, and Kshirodakshai Vishnu. 25. Ar Jata Swangsh Parichita Avatar, Se Sab Shuddha Sattva Vishnu Tattvasar. He also descends as his personal expansion, Swangsha. They are all situated in Shuddha Sattva and are in essence Vishnu Tattva. Goloke Vaikunte are Karana Sagare, Atava e Jadathake Vishnu Namadhare. In Goloka Vaikunta, the Karana Sagara, causal ocean, as well as within the material world, he is known as Vishnu. 27. Praveshi A Jada Vishva Mayara Adisha Vishnu Nam Prapt Vibhu Sarva Deva Isha Mayara Ishvara Mai Shuddha Sattva Mai. When he enters the material world, he means Krishna, he commands Maya. He is known by the name Vishnu. He is infinite and the controller of all the devas. He is the controller of Maya. Maya belongs to him. He is situated in Shuddha Sattva, pure goodness. 28. Mishra Sattva Brahma Shiva Adi Sabahoy. Brahma, Shiva, and the devas are situated in mixed goodness. 29. A Samagra Vishnu Tattva Ar Vishnu Dham Tava Chid Vaibhav Nath Tava Lila Gram. All Vishnu Tattva forms and the abodes of Vishnu, Vishnu Dham, are your spiritual potencies, O Lord, and these are all your pastimes. 30. Virajar e pade jata vastu hoy achit vaibhav tava choda loka mai. After these, on the other side of the Viraja is your material manifestation, which consists of the 14 worlds. 31. Mayar Vaibhav Bali Bale Devi Dham Panchabhuta Manobhuti Ahankara Nam. Maya's manifestation is known as Devi Dham, consisting of the 5 gross elements as well as mind, intelligence, and false ego. 32. A Bhurlok, Bhuvarlok Ar Swargalok, Maharlok Janatapa Satya Brahmalok. This refers to Burloka, Bhuvarloka, Swargaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka, and Brahmaloka. Atal, Sutal, Adi, Nimna Loka Sat, Maika Vaibhav Tava, Shuna Jagannath. Below those are Atal, Sutal, etc. Please hear about your manifestation, O Lord of the universe. Chid Vaibhav Purna Tattva Maya Chayatar, Chid Anuswarupa Jiva, Vaibhava Prakar. Your spiritual manifestation is complete reality. Maya is a shadow of that. The finite spiritual jivas are products of the spiritual manifestation. 35. Chid Dharma Vashta Jiva Swatantra Gatan. Sankyai Ananta Sukha Tar Prayojan. Because they are inherently spiritual by nature, the jivas possess independence. They are innumerable and their goal is unlimited pleasure. Say Sukh Hetu Jara Krishnera Baril. Krishna Parishada Mukta Rupete Rahil. Those jivas who turn towards Krishna to attain such pleasure, remain liberated and become Krishna's companions. 37. Jara Puna Nija Sukh Kariya Bhavana Parshvastita Maya Prati Karila Kamana. Those who continue to think of their own selfish happiness will wish to remain at the side of Maya. Say Sab Nitya Krishna Bahirmukha Hoila Devi Dhame Maya Krita Shariril Paila. All of them eternally turn their faces away from Krishna and enter into Devi Dham, where they attain bodies created by Maya. Punya Pap Karma Chakre Pariya Ekhan Stula Linga Dehe Sada Karine Brahman. When they fall upon the wheel of Punya and Pap, then they fall upon the wheel of Punya and Pap. They constantly roam while residing in gross and subtle bodies. 40. Kabu Swarge Ute Kabu Niraye Padiya Chorashi Laksha Yoni Boge Brahmiya Brahmiya. Sometimes they rise to Swarga and sometimes they fall into hellish conditions. They constantly roam through 8,400,000 wombs. 41. Tumi vibhu tomar vaibhav jiva hoy, daser mangal chinta tomara nishchay. You are infinite, and the jivas are your manifestations. Indeed, you always consider your servants' welfare. 42. Dasa yaha sukamani kori anavation. Tumi taha kripa kori korita vitaran. Whatever happiness your servants seek by your mercy, you bestow that. 43. Mayar vaibhave ye anitya sukha chai. Tomar kripai se anayase pai. For those influenced by the Maya potency who wish for temporary pleasures, they easily attain them by your mercy. 44. Say sukh praptyupai shubha karma jata nirmali niramile dharma yagna yoga homa vrata. This sort of pleasure is achieved through auspicious activities, shubh karma, auspicious activity. Thus, dharma, yagna, yoga, homa, and vratas were created. Say sab shubha karma sadal jadamai, chinmayi pravriti tahe kabu na milai. All these auspicious activities are always mundane. Their functions can never match anything spiritual. 46. Tahar sadhane sadhya jadamai fal ucha loka bhoga sukha tahete prabal. Oh my God. Just a second. There's a red ant on my desk. I want to get rid of that ant. I hope I got rid of it. Excuse me. By performing such sadhana meant for auspicious activities, one obtains material benefits. By its power, one attains the higher planets and enjoys material pleasures. Can I make a comment here? So,
Yes, Prabhu, you can, whatever
yeah,
you feel like.
in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, text number 20, it's I call it one of my favorite shlokas, but I like all the shlokas of the Gita. Trai vidya mam somapaf puta papa yajñayar ishtva swargatim prartayante te punyam asadya surendra lokam ashnanti divyan divi deva bhogan. So the meaning of this verse in Gita is that by following the Vedic system of sacrifices, one drinks the somaras and destroys all of his papas, his sinful activities. And by offering oblations into the fire, those people pray to attain Indra Swarga, which is the higher planetary systems. So it says that here, Ucha Loka Bhoga Sukha Tahate Prabal. So it says, Ashnanti Divyan, Divi Deva Bhogan. One, by following this Vedic system, he attains Swarte Punya Masadya. By getting that Punya, Surendra Lokam, he goes to the planet of Indra. And Ashnanti Divyan Divi Deva Bhogan, he enjoys the pleasures of the demigods. So that is condemned. In the Gita, in the next verse says, Tetam Bhuktva Swargalokam Vishalam, after having enjoyed all of the pleasures of the demigods, Kshine Punye Martya Lokam Vishanti, he once again enters the material world. Has to, when his punya is finished, he has to leave the planet of Indra and come back to this world of birth and death. So this idea is in Bhagavad Gita. 47. Say sab karma bhoga nahi atma shanti. tahete prayas kara atishaya bhranti. The Atma does not find peace by enjoying the results of all these material actions. Endeavoring for them is a great mistake. Say sab shubh karma, number 48. Say sab shubh karma upay hoya, anitya upaya sade loka sukha diya. The result of performing all these auspicious activities is that one attains temporary mundane pleasure. 49. Kabu jadi sadhu sange janite se pare. Ami jiva Krishna das jai maya pare. If by association of sadhus one understands I am a jiva who is Krishna's servant, then one can cross beyond Maya. Say virala fal matra sukriti janita, tucha karma kande nahi, karile vihita. That rare result is only achieved due to sukriti. The trivial activities prescribed in karma kanda cannot bestow it, which means understanding that one is a servant of Krishna. 51. Ar jini mayar yantrana matra jani mukti labhe jatanavan tini hoya gyani. One who knows that Maya only brings suffering and who endeavors to attain mukti is a gyani. A gyani means a learned person. Say sab loker janya tumi dayamai jnana kanda brahma vidya diyacha nischai. You are the most merciful to all people. Indeed, you have given jnana kanda and brahma vidya, knowledge of Brahman. Say vidya mayavada kariya ashrai jada mukta hoye brahma jiva hoyalai. Those who take refuge in the knowledge of Mayavad become free from matter, and such jivas merge into Brahman. Say Brahma tava anga kanti jyotirmai. This is number 54. Virajar pare stita tate hoilai. Brahman is the effulgence of your form, which is full of light. It is situated on the shore of the Viraja. Jai sab asure Vishnu korena samhar taharo se brahme jai maya par. All the demons killed by Vishnu cross to the furthest shore of Maya and merge into Brahman. Karmi Gyani Ubaye e Krishna Bahirmukh Kabu Nahi Aswadai Krishna Dasa Sukh. Krishna Dasya Sukh. Both the karmis and jnanis have turned their faces away from Krishna. They never relish the pleasure found in service to him. 57. Bhaktir unmukhi se sukriti pradhan tar phale jiva bhakta sadhu sanga pan. The greatest sukriti means a pious activity, doing something good, is achieved by one who turns his face towards the process of bhakti. It results in that jiva attaining the association of sadhus. Shraddhavan hoy Krishna bhakta sangha kore, name ruchi jivadaya bhakti pata dhare. One who has shraddha, faith, and associates with Krishna's devotees achieves a taste for the holy name, becomes compassionate to other jivas, and walks on the path of bhakti. 59. Dayar sagar tumi jivera ishwar karmi gyani bahirmukha udare tatpar. You are an ocean of mercy and the Lord of the jivas. You are intent upon delivering the karmis and gyanis who have turned their faces from you. 60. Karma pate jnana pate patika jejan taharudhar lagi tomara jatan. Your endeavor is to deliver those who travel on the paths of karma and jnana. Say pati ker mangala chintiya gona bhakti pata eka rakila kariya. Thinking of the benefit of those who travel on these paths, you have created the path of indirect bhakti. 62. Karmi varnashrame taki sadhu sangha kori, karma maje bhakti kore, gona patta dhari. Remaining in the varnashram system and associating with sadhus, the karmi walks on the path of indirect bhakti mixed with karma. Tar krita karma sab hridaya shodhiya, tirohita hoy shraddha, bija sthana diya. By engaging in various acts of karma, his heart becomes purified. When impurities have disappeared, the seed of Shraddha is given a place in his heart. 64. Gyani sukritir bale bhaktera kripai, ananya bhakti te Shraddha anayase pai. By the power of his sukriti and the mercy of a devotee, a Gyani can easily attain Shraddha in exclusive bhakti. Tumi bal mor das mayara vipake, chahe anya tucha fal chardiya amake. You say my servant has fallen into the misery of Maya. Rejecting me, he now desires other trivial rewards. Ami jani tar jate hoya sumangal, bhakti mukti chardiya di bhakti fal. I know what is truly auspicious for them. I will make him abandon sense enjoyment and mukti and give him the result of bhakti. Tar 67. Tar kam anusare, chalajnya tahare, gona patta bhakti marge shraddha di tare. According to his desire, I will guide him on the indirect path of bhakti and award him shraddha in that. 68. E tomar kripa Prabhu, tumi kripa mai, kripa na korile kise, jiva shuddha hoy. O most compassionate Lord, this is all your mercy. If you do not give such mercy, how will the jivas be purified? 69. Satya yuge dhyana yoge katarishigan, shuddha kori dile Prabhu, nija bhakti dhan. In Satya Yuga, so many sages performed dhyana yoga, the yoga of meditation, and were purified by the Lord and given the treasure of bhakti unto you. Treta Yuge yagna karme aneka shodhile, dwarpar archana marge bhakti bilaile. In Treta Yuga, many persons were purified by performing yagnas, and in Dwarpar Yuga, they took to the path of archana, deity worship. You distributed bhakti to them. 71. Kali agamane nath jivera durdasha, deki jnana karma yoga chardila barasa. O Lord, when Kali Yuga arrived, seeing the troublesome state of the jivas, you made them lose all hope in jnana, karma, and yoga. Alpa ayu bahu pida, bala buddhi ras, a sub upadrav, jive koila gras. Their lives are short and they suffer many tribulations, and their strength and intelligence decreases. All these disturbances devour the jivas. Varnashram dharma ar sankhya yoga gyan, kali jive udarite nahi balavan. Varnashram dharma, sankhya, yoga, and jnana have no power to deliver the jivas in Kali Yuga. Jnana karma gata jay bhaktir gona pat, kantake sankirna hoya hoila vipat. The indirect path of bhakti mixed with karma or jnana becomes a narrow and treacherous path strewn with thorns. 75. Pritak upay dhari, upeya sadhane, vigna bahutar hoila jivana jivane. By practicing this path of sadhana, the jiva finds many obstacles in life. 76. Prabhu tumi jiver mangal chinta kori, kali yuge nama sange swayam avatari. O Prabhu, considering how to benefit the jivas in Kali Yuga, you yourself descended along with the holy name. 77. Yuga dharma pracharile Nama Sankirtan, Mukhya Pate Jiva Pai, Krishna Premadhan. You taught Nam Sankirtan as the Yuga Dharma. By following this direct path, the jivas can achieve the great wealth of Krishna Prem. 78. Namer Smarane Ar Nama Sankirtan, E Matra Dharma Jiv Koribe Palan. Only the dharma of remembering the holy name and Nam Sankirtan can save the jivas. Jeta sadhana se sadhya jabe hoila, upai upeya madhye bedana rahila. Whatever is the sadhya is also the sadhana. No difference remains between the upai and the upeya. Sadhya sadhane ar nahi antar rai, anayase tar jiva tomara kripai. There are no obstacles in this sadhana and sadhya. By your mercy, it is easily achieved by the jivas. Amita adham ati bhajiya vishaye na bhajinu nama tava ati muda hoye. I am wretched and fully absorbed in mundane enjoyment. I never worshipped your name because I am such a great fool. Dara dara dhare chakshe Brahma Haridas Padila Prabhur Pade Chariya Nishwas. With tears profusely from my eyes, Brahma Haridas fell sighing at the Lord's feet. 83. Hari Bhakta Bhakti Matre Vinoda Jahar Harinam Chintamani Jivana Tahar. Those whose only pleasure is found in bhakti to Hari and his devotees consider Harinam Chintamani to be their life. Iti Shri Harinam Chintamano Nama Māhātmyam Suchanam Nama Pratama Parichedaha. Thus ends the first chapter of Harinam Chintamani, entitled An Introduction to the Glories of the Holy Name. So does anyone wish to ask any question? Can I come back in a moment, Prabhu?
Sure, Prabhu. Yes.
Just give me 1 second. I have a bit of a cold problem.
Dear devotees, if you have any questions on what we have read, you can please ask Prabhu.
I'm getting stuffed up here. Hopefully this will clear my
I hope you
sinuses.
feel better.
Clear my sinuses.
Yeah.
So if anyone has a question about the first chapter,
I have one question.
how long is it, Prabhu? How long does this go for?
We usually have till 9 p.m. for 1 hour.
Okay.
Yeah. But you are free to take as long as you want. We'll be happy to hear from you. I just wanted to know about Shuddha Sattva because it said that one of the verses that said Vishnu is also in Shuddha Sattva. So Shuddha Sattva, is it considered a material? Because Rajas, Tamas, Sattva, they are considered material qualities, modes of
Right.
material nature. And where does Shuddha Sattva lie? Is it a divine quality, or
No,
how is Vishnu possessing it if it is material?
it was explained there that Shuddha Sattva means there is no tinge of
Goodness, ignorance, passion. Yes,
Rajogun and Tamogun.
correct.
Whereas Sattva may be mixed, Mishra Sattva. It was
Mm.
spoken there.
Correct,
Mishra
correct.
means mixed. So you have, like we are sattvic, but we may eat something rajasic or do something rajasic or tamasic. But as devotees, we're not supposed to. But it's hard to give up all of the modes of passion and ignorance just like that, or even after 50 years. I mean, I don't
Huh.
want to mention the name of not so long ago, a sannyasi who was 83, 84 years old and he wanted to get married. So now he wears white. So, to be free from Rajogun and Tamogun %, it's very difficult and very rare. So there's a hand up.
Yes. Sharmishta Prabhu.
Sharmishta Mataji, actually. Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Says
Prabhu.
Das. Could have said Dasi, but maybe that's you're Bengali,
Yeah, I'm a Bengali.
right? So the surname Das is there.
My original name is Sharmishta Das, given by my
Right.
parents.
Right.
Please take my humble obeisances. All glories to my Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada. Prabhu, I have one question. Actually, in slok number 55, it is written that all the demons killed by Vishnu across to the farthest shore of Maya and merge into Brahman. So
Right.
my question is, in Bhagavad Gita, I have read in one purport by Srila Prabhupada, he told that if anyone is thinking about merging in Brahman, then he is the biggest fool, because you can't become one with Krishna. So I am little bit confused about that. So can you please explain me?
Yeah, it's a good question. So there is no question of actually merging into Krishna, although this is what Mayavadis and Brahmavadis will say, right?
Yes, it is
So
written
what
in
we-
Bhagavad Gita, same. Yeah.
Yeah, what we understand is Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate is in Gita, or Brahma Nirvanam is mentioned in Gita, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So what we understand is, and that's mentioned by Bhaktivinoda Thakur here in his Bengali writing,
Yeah.
that the jiva enters into the light of the body of Vishnu. So this is confirmed there's a verse in Bhagavatam, Yene Ravindaksha Vimukti Maninaha. You know that verse?
Yes, Prabhu.
I think it's a 10th canto, chapter 4. Let me dig it out here. 10:4. No, not 10:4. Maybe it's 10:1. I'm sorry. It could be 10:1.
Is it 10
I'm not finding it
to
here.
32, Prabhu? Yene Ravindraksh Vimukta Maninas. 10 to
Acha,
32.
10:32.
10 to
10
32.
to 32?
Yes.
Oh, it's that far inside, huh?
Mhm.
Yenye Ravindaksha Vimukti Maninas Tvayasta Bhavad Avishuddha Buddhayaha Aharura Kritrena Parampadam Tataha Patantyadho Nadrita Yushmadangrayaha. So here's the Prabhupada's translation. Someone may say that aside from devotees who always seek shelter at the Lord's lotus feet, there are those who are not devotees but have accepted different processes for attaining salvation. What happens to them? In answer to this question, Lord Brahma and the other demigods said, O lotus-eyed Lord, although non-devotees who accept severe austerities and penances to achieve the highest position may think themselves liberated, their intelligence is impure. They fall down from their position of imagined superiority because they have no regard for your lotus feet. So, see here it says tataha patanti. From that position, they fall down. Param padam means the highest position. Now, Prabhupada put in brackets according to their imagination and speculation. So, what that means is they may have entered into the effulgence of the body of Vishnu, thinking that they have become one with Vishnu. That's the speculation and imagination, right? But they fall down. They come back because there's no activity there. So though that's called Sayuja Mukti, right? There are 5 types of mukti. Sayuja Mukti means the soul enters into this bodily effulgence, but it never is destroyed. It never actually Krishna Jiver Swarup Hoy Krishna Nitya Das. When you say Nitya Das, it is unchanging. The nature of the jiva is to be a servant of Krishna. That can't be changed. So those who practice Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, or Hatha Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, whatever, they want to merge into and become one with Krishna, but they cannot become one. They can go into this bodily effulgence only. So even from there, they come back.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Very nicely explained.
Thank
My
you.
doubt has been cleared.
So is that Putana was an exception, Prabhu, in this because she didn't merge and Lord gave a special mercy to her?
Yes, the answer is yes. Because all the other demons got Sayuja Mukti, but Putana got Salokya, right? Or Sarupya. She went to the planet of Krishna because Krishna accepted her as his mother. So there are 5 rasas, right? Dasya ras, Shanta ras, Dasya ras, Sakya ras, Vatsalya ras, and Madhurya rasa. So this Vatsalya rasa, the pleasure of being a parent to the Supreme Lord. Actually, no one can be the parent of God, but it's a lila. So he took Putana as his mother since she offered her milk to him, even though it was poisoned. The poison couldn't kill Krishna. He's beyond, he has no material body. So, yeah, that's the story. So we have a couple more hands. Swarup, what is it? Seva Swarup. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I have a question on this regard. So, not on the same subject, but from Harinam Chintamani, Lord Chaitanya came and distributed Nam Sankirtan. And when I see, it's very easy to participate in Nam Sankirtan, but it's very difficult to concentrate on japa. So it's very difficult. Lord Chaitanya gave a very easy process, but I face it's difficult when we try to do more japa. So what should we do and understand if Lord Chaitanya came to distribute Nam Sankirtan or he wanted us to do more advanced japa?
Well, we're supposed to do both. And I'm also finding it hard to do japa these days. So I can't pontificate on that. But it's Guru Agya. We're supposed to chant japa. So it's also the holy name, right? It's also Harinam. Nam Sankirtan is Harinam and japa is Harinam. So we have to do both.
Prabhu, it's very difficult mind because when mind talks, it's very easy to relate with services, easy to relate with Nam Sankirtan, go out and take the name of Lord. But when we are with our mind, it's more of a yogic, looks like a yogic process where we have to fix our mind on the name of Lord. And it looks again on, it looks like there's no activity in that. And we have to focus on how to get rasa and understand this is also activity where we are fully can surrender our heart. And people say you do not need to also think also about any pastime or any form of Lord. Only listen to the names.
It's a sadhana that we're assigned at the time of initiation, and we're supposed to continue to follow that. So, Madhavi. So, you have to try. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihete. Arjuna complained to Krishna that it's more difficult to control the mind than to control the wind. And the answer was by practice and detachment. So that's the only, we have to practice. There's no shortcut as such. Yeah. We have to discipline the mind. Right? Vayuriva sudushkaram. Arjuna told Krishna that it's more difficult to control the mind than to control the wind. So Krishna says, Asamshayam mahabaho manadurnigraham chalam. It's definitely, the mind is very difficult to control, but abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena chagri. By constant practice and detachment, it's possible. So that's the only answer. You have to practice, try.
Thank
Right.
you, Rosie.
Okay, Nam Rasa Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Prabhuji, my question was, today we read that, the arm of the Lord is called Vishnupad, being non-different from him. And then
Right.
we hear statements like the entire Vrindavan Dham is manifest in your bead bag. In one sense that, there's no difference between the sadhana and the sadhya or the upaya or upeya, as the verse was there in today. So how can a sadhaka who is facing so many obstacles basically in a practical way realize this particular statement that, because sometimes in the Achinta Bheda Bhed Tattva, what happens is the abhed part becomes a little difficult to understand. So if you can maybe throw some light on that, Prabhuji.
There's another world beyond this world, right? According to Gita. Parastasmat tu bhavanyo vyakto vyaktat sanatanaha. There's an eternal world. So, yeah, it's difficult for us, right? Dehavat viravapyate. What is that verse in Gita? That one who's in the material body, for him to make advancement is difficult. But we have to try. Parastasmatu bhavanyo. So there's another planetary system that we understand from the teachings of Vedic literature like Gita. And the aim of Harināma is to attain that. So all of this practice, it's following the instructions of Krishna, Manmana Bhava Mat Bhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru. These are Krishna's instructions, and we have to try to follow as far as possible. Is that okay? He disappeared. Namrasa.
Okay, I'm just here.
You're there. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess I'm only seeing limited. There you are. Okay.
Yes, I was just trying to understand what's the.
No. You can keep going. If I wasn't able to make it clear.
I mean, Prabhuji, I just wanted to understand, like, we hear these statements. Firstly, I want to validate because in the of course, nowadays preachers they speak things like this. Okay, the entire Vrindavan Dham is manifest in your bead bag, and
I never heard that one, but okay, go ahead.
Yeah, because that's why
that's something Prabhupada didn't say that.
Yeah,
Prabhupada
exactly.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, that's what my concern is because now just now we read in Harinam Chintamani that the sadhana and sadhya there's not much difference. There's an abhed in the sadhana and sadhya. So that point I was just trying to because in my limited conception, these things kind of don't get very easily. Okay, I'm sitting and chanting. Theoretically, I might know it, but
Right.
what's the realization? So
We
that's
say that. We say that it's, very easy. Sorry, can you hear me still?
yes, yes, Prabhu.
You can hear me, but there's a big noise coming out of my speaker. 1 second, give me a moment. What happens that WhatsApp is ringing on my computer.
You get
And
it.
my wife has the phone. She's supposed to pick it up. She did now. So, yeah, what is the practical attainment? I think, what is that verse? This is my weakness, that there's certain applicable verses here that I can only remember part of it. I think it's from Stotra Ratnam, where Yamunacharya said, I'll continue to enjoy the results of my past karmas being in the material world. So, we have the desire, we're doing sadhana, japa, kirtan, but we're not seeing Krishna. So, seeing Krishna is up to Krishna. I think, excuse me, but the story of Dhruva, Bhakta Dhruva Maharaj, whatever you want to call him, he did tremendous tapasya. He chanted Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He didn't have rounds and beads. And then Krishna appeared to him. And then Krishna said, Vishnu, you won't see me again in this lifetime. So, such a great devotee in the Bhagavatam could only see Vishnu once in his lifetime. So, what is the chances of our seeing Vishnu in this lifetime? If we compare ourselves to Dhruva or Prahlad, Bali Maharaj, where Vishnu became his Dwarpal, how is that? It's hard to understand. How could Vishnu become a doorman, guarding the door? He can expand himself. Advaitam, Achyutam, Anadim, Ananta Rupam. So when Krishna wants, he'll show himself to us. And he may take lifetimes and lifetimes, like Bharat. He became a deer, then he became Jara Bharat. Still, he didn't see Krishna face to face, as far as the story goes in the Bhagavatam. So, seeing Krishna is rare, and yet, at the same time, we believe it's possible. The whole Gita is like that. Naham prakasha sarvasya yogamaya samavrita. So once he takes away that yogamaya, you'll see him. Until that time, he's covered. So one lifetime may not be enough, or 100 lifetimes, or Mukunda Datta in Chaitanya Leela, right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that you won't see Krishna for millions of lifetimes. So then he started dancing in joy. I'll be able to see Krishna someday. It may take millions of lifetimes, but I'll be able to see Krishna. So we are very eager. Now the present moment is a time of great wealth. In India also, when I came to India in the 1970s, what was it? The motto of the government was Garibi Hatao, get rid of poverty. And now make in India, make everybody a rich man, and industrialize the country. Actually, Prabhupada said that we believe in the sickle, but the hammer this industrialization has broken everybody's head. The communists have the hammer and the sickle. The sickle represents agriculture. And that was what Prabhupada was propagating, a simple agrarian lifestyle. He said the ideal system of life is the Indian village system. So The desire to see Krishna, yeah, is there, but it's not so easy. So we worship the deities. I think we came to 9 o'clock. We read one chapter. One chapter is not enough. And I'm sure the theme of the importance of the holy name it goes on and on. That theme is stressed in 15 chapters. There are 14 chapters left. So it's up to us to read that and to be inspired to chant. Any other question?
Dear devotees, if anyone has any questions for Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Actually, I have one more if nobody else is asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, Prabhuji, you also mentioned Dhruv Maharaj, and he's chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, and he's not
Right.
chanting 16 rounds on the beads like we do. And then there are other examples of so many examples like Gajendra and others who are not chanting with beads like us.
Right.
But in this Kali Yuga, so this is a question that it arose as a controversy in a local center here in Delhi. So one of the devotees, when a senior devotee asked him that you should, focus on improve your japa, like chant, with attention. So he had a shastric counter, as sometimes devotees have some shastric verses to quote. So he said that the Panchanga Bhakti that Srila Rupa Goswami is giving, it's something similar to Sevas Prabhu's question previously. So I remember he said that if Srila Rupa Goswami's Panchanga Bhakti, that includes Sankirtan, not Japa. So, I mean, what can we tell him? Because he's like, okay, this is not something that has been given by the Goswamis. This is something I don't know why is gone.
I
And
see. Because in the Shad Goswami Ashtakam, we read there, right? Sankhya Purvaka Namagana Natibihi. So that the six Goswamis had this chanting a fixed number of names.
we actually quoted this. I mean, we did give this counter, and his counter was, but the first thing is Krishnot Kirtana Gana Nartana Paro. So they are chanting and dancing. Sankirtan is primary.
See, it's not contradicting itself, isn't it? Those who are not duplicitous anyway. Because I'm sorry to say that there are people in the name of devotees who are bad characters. Duplicitous means kapati, right? Cheaters. So just because someone puts a tilak or shaves his head, or then they open their mouth and they say something that contradicts Prabhupada. Or here in this, how can you say Krishnod Kirtana Gana Nartana Paro contradicts Sankhya Purvakana? Doesn't contradict it. They're both part of the whole picture. So it's what do you call it? Disingenuous is one word, but I don't know if that really applies to this. It's just wrong.
I mean, Praji, we had so many arguments from the Shastra. First, he had said it's not in the 64. We did quote. We did give him a lot of.
Disingenuous is correct. Disingenuous it's dishonest.
But
People
then
are
his claim is something that we thought might lead to an upper sampradaya, which is he says Srila Rupa Goswami did not give it. I mean, we did discuss the background of that as well, that he's just giving broader
Oh, you mean
principles.
it's not in to chant 16 rounds is not in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu?
He's saying chanting 16 is not in the Panchang. In the 64, we quoted Japa is there.
Panchang?
Panchanga Bhakti, the last 5 limbs.
Five limbs of bhakti, what are they? You mean
Nama
these
Sankirtan.
rasas, the rasas, you mean?
No. There are 64 limbs of Bhakti. So the last five that Srila Rupa Goswami quotes in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, he says that these are the most prominent ones, Mathura Vas, and then
Oh, I see. Right.
the chanting the deity worship and say associating with devotees, Bhagwan
Right.
Shravan.
16 rounds is not there.
Yeah, he says it's Nam Sankirtan.
Then you have to say it's Guru Agya, Guru Agya. Of course, there's a lot of Guru Agya we may not follow also. I shouldn't say that. We're supposed to try and follow 4 principles in 16 rounds. But yeah, there are many principles. It's not just 4 principles in 16 rounds. But one can't discount those things. One may be weak, but he can't say that it's not required when it's the order of the Guru. Seva Swarup Prabhu, hand is up. You're muted.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, since I've got chance to ask you questions, I want to ask as a few doubts which I have. So we hear about sense gratification, and we hear bhakti does not go along with sense gratification. Prabhupada also quotes many times sense gratification and bhakti, they go ill together. And we see when we come to bhakti, even after many years, it looks like we also have trying to get some facility, and there are some devotees who are anti sense gratification, that term anti facility, and there are some devotees who say they are indifferent to those. Yet whatever they get, they are if they get or they don't get, but it looks like they get, they want to keep it. And we have seen this kind of trend in bhakti where we want to have all the facilities and still go on with our bhakti can be one of the part of our daily activities, chanting and all those things. So we want to understand how should a sadhaka should approach sense gratification, or you can say facilities, how much he can provide which does not become sense gratification, and should he be indifferent, whatever comes is okay, or he should also be very careful to not uh, uh, to look like bhakta, not go in that direction of do all kind of bhogas and still be a bhakta. So I want to understand what is the line, and how much one has to be careful about this.
So there's that verse, Anyabilashita Shunyam Jnana Karmadyanavritam. So all of these desires should be destroyed according to that. But they're not destroyed just like that, just by snapping a finger. Even by chanting for many years, how can an 84-year-old sannyasi desire to get married, take off saffron, put on white? Right? So there's some sukshma, right? Very subtle desires in the head, in the brain, in the mind. The mind is the most difficult to control. And those desires for enjoying in different ways, like lording it over, I'm ahankar, right? So to get rid of that is not easy. It has to be, everything should be done as my way or the highway. To get rid of that subtle desire for, what is it? Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye. I don't desire to become the Lord of the universe. So a jiva could become Brahma, say, right? He cannot become Vishnu. But Brahma is like the Lord of the universe. So to give up the desires for wealth, followers, Sundarim, enjoying men or women, is usually men enjoying women, because a woman is an object of enjoyment. So na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, to become a vairagi and give all that up. It's very difficult. But the aim is to give it up. Excuse me. So I was sitting with Prabhupada in Hyderabad. I was 21 years old. December 1976. And it was just four of us. There was a very big businessman or industrialist, you can say, Prabhupada, and that industrialist had a friend. Now, if you know, Prabhupada had a pain bomb manufacturing business. So Prabhupada told that industrialist, I wanted to be bigger than Birla, when he was a householder doing business. He said, but when I gave up everything, Krishna made me bigger than Birla. So Prabhupada gave up all material desires that we saw. But to imitate that is difficult. To follow in those footsteps is difficult. To give up all the subtle and gross desires for enjoying. And even as the saying goes, a pauper is proud of his penny. So someone doesn't have to be a rich man to be attached to sense gratification. Even a poor man, he gets his salary, he goes to the liquor store straight away. That was a social phenomenon in parts of India, still might be. As soon as they get the pay, they spend it all in the liquor store, and then there's nothing for the wife and kids at home. So somebody may be rich or poor, it doesn't matter. If they're materialistic and they want to enjoy sense gratification, they're in the mode of passion and ignorance. And in order to attain that highest platform, Shuddha Sattva, all that Rajagun and Tamogun, even in the mind, has to go away. So how to do that? Desire has to be there. Like the parents of Krishna, Krishni and Sutapa, they did tapasya for 50,000 years to get Krishna as their son, Vasudeva and Devaki. How is that possible to do? Tomorrow is Ekadasi. Can we fast? I hope to fast with water. But generally, people don't fast. They eat sumptuously, but they don't eat grains, devotees. So tapasya, it's tough. 50,000 years. It's unimaginable. So we are, beginners in one sense. Who can perform? Yeah, there are some devotees that don't drink water on Ekadasi, sure. That also, in and of itself, doesn't bring you to the highest platform of bhakti. But there is some detachment in that, practicing detachment from sense gratification. Food is sense gratification. But we're all attached to nice, tasty food, etc., etc. So, Prabhu, there's Prabhupada Memories is that's a whole other program. You would have made the topic Prabhupada Memories. As such, it's already 9:15. If I start now, I don't know when we'll end it.
We are fine to go as long as you want, Prabhu.
Is it? I
Yes.
already mentioned one memory, right, from Hyderabad. I was just in Hyderabad for the 50th anniversary. Of course, they observed it on the Western calendar, but it was Janmashtami, so it's really wasn't, in one sense, it wasn't the 50th. But they had a grand festival for 4 days. they didn't need me much. I spoke on the first and second day, and that was it. Anyway, Prabhupada, I mean, the room is like a rectangular box, the temple room. And there are three, I don't know how many of you have been to ISKCON Hyderabad, Radha Madan Mohan and Jagannath Baladev Subhadra and Gaur Nitai. So if you're facing the deities, and on the left side, on the first floor, Prabhupada had a room. And there was a door made so that Prabhupada could sit and look at the deities. So on the night of the opening, he had rose petals and he was throwing them onto the people. In the temple room was jammed with people 50 years ago. Then I happened to come into his room and there was no one else in the room, and he was throwing the flowers, rose petals. And then he turned around, he saw me and he said, "Come here." He didn't say it, he waved. And I went there and he said, "Pick me up." So I picked up Prabhupada. So there you go. That's a pastime. That's a remembrance. I had that one time, what do you say? Good fortune of direct physical service. Otherwise, what did I do? I was ISKCON was big and there were so many devotees and I was very junior. People introduced me, very senior disciple of Prabhupada. I wasn't a senior disciple of Prabhupada. I was just but because I was in India, I got chance to I didn't see Prabhupada in the West, actually. I joined there, got initiated by letter. And then I came to Bombay. It was middle of March of 1974. Prabhupada came the next day from Vrindavan. And we went to Mayapur, Prabhupada was there. We came to Vrindavan, Prabhupada. We came back to Bombay, Prabhupada. Hyderabad, Prabhupada, and Tirupati. So in Tirupati, they closed off the darshan line and sent Prabhupada and a small group of devotees. Prabhupada bowed down in front of the deities. In Ramanuja Sampradaya, nobody bows down in front of the deities. You have to go to the Dvaja Stamba, or they call it Garuda Stamba, whatever, and you bow down from there. And he said, "Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami," like you hear on the tape. And then he said, Balaji means Balakrishna. And that was it. Balaji is Balakrishna. So I was a junior, young. I had opportunities to talk with Prabhupada in Hyderabad on the morning walk, in Vrindavan on the morning walk, Nellore, which the tapes are lost. We went with Prabhupada every day. In December 76, after what I described to you, where Prabhupada said, when I gave up everything, Krishna made me bigger than Birla. We went to Gandhi Ashram. Actually, Prabhupada stayed in Hyderabad. I went to Nagpur. From Nagpur, I came to Vardha, the Gandhi's ashram, where Acharya Vinoba Bhave had called an Acharya's conference. And Prabhupada and Swami Chidananda from Divine Life, Rishikesh. And on the morning walk, I said, "Srila Prabhupada, Mahatma Gandhi." And Prabhupada cut me off. He said, "Don't criticize Gandhi here. This is his place. They won't understand." And well, that was it. I couldn't speak about Gandhi with Prabhupada in Vardha, the Gandhi ashram, Seva ashram. Don't criticize Gandhi here. This is his place. They won't understand. So that was that experience I had. There's a lot more. I mean, I can go on and on. On and on means there's more. There are some devotees who had a lot of association with Prabhupada. I mean, Tamal Krishna Maharaj, of course, and this Shruti Kirti and Hari Shauri, who were his servants at the end. There were earlier servants, they're gone now. Some of them have expired, and this thing and that thing. Bhavananda Prabhu had a lot of Jayapataka Maharaj, who I came to visit here in Bangalore. Yesterday I went, and his servant Marichi, who's from Argentina, he said, Guru Maharaj Basu Ghosh is here, and he opened his eyes. So there is hope that he'll recover. He is on life support. Can't say, they're doing what they can to keep him alive. But yeah, he's in critical condition. But hanging in there, he always had that very strong will to live. Gopal Krishna Maharaj, had a lot of personal association with Prabhupada. So there were others. Compared to them, I didn't have that much. But compared to many, many devotees in Western countries, who had no association with Prabhupada, so I had more than them, you can say. Anyway, it's what's more important is to follow the instructions and serve the preaching mission. So that's more important. There were those who had the physical association and they left bhakti. I don't want to mention the names. And, some of them I didn't even know just their names. Okay, Prabhu, I think we can call it a night.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for your association. Even though your health was not well, you still gave us the time, and you read all 83 verses by yourself. I was thinking like, amazing, and gave such nice instructions and answers to the question. I particularly like the answer to the questions that you gave when someone asked that this about Japa and Nam Sankirtan. So you quickly quoted, no, it's mentioned in Sankhya Purva Nam Vaj in Shadagoswami Astakam. So you gave answers with the references also. So thank you so much, Prabhu, for your association. We seek to have your association again and again, provided you have time. And thank you again.
Sure, anytime.
Hare Krishna.
Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Vanchakal.
So see you again, Punardarshanaya. See you again.
Yes, Prabhu. We'll have one special class of Prabhupada memories if you can.
I can try.
Okay. Thank you. Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna. Shubharatri. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you all for joining. We'll wrap up the call now. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय। वैष्णव ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्ण।